Yeah, welcome. It is Monday, April 15th, 2019. This is the Vinnie Marino podcast. I want to thank everybody who's timely and is right at the bell, logged on and watching from afar. I got people as far as California, Cali in the house, and I'm going to touch base with Cali here in a few, and I know one of my family members is out there watching. I know what she's going to say. She's going to know what that topic's going to be about. But I want to welcome everybody. I want to welcome Jason.
Wait. Is the topic Game of Thrones?
Well, yeah, we're going to get into that. But I want to welcome Jason here. Jason's back in the co-pilot seat.
Thank you very much.
Also want to thank producer Jesse. Jesse's always providing us a good environment, good technical stuff.
A fun environment.
So we're starting out a little bit different tonight. We all are cracking the seal on a Modelo because we can. So I got all kinds of shit. I'm drinking this. I got a water, and I got a coffee. And then I'm washing that down with some Vinnie's homemade cookies from scratch. Made them last night. They were
tasty.
Jesse gave me the thumbs up.
Tasty.
Oh, fuck them fucking things. They came out good. And I don't know what makes them come out better than others. I think the new pan that I got. And I use Nestle's chocolate chips. I like to do Ghirardelli's. My sister-in-law is a big Ghirardelli fan, and they do add a little bit of different flavor. But
dude, I'm down with just Publix. I mean, just the Publix.
Oh, the Publix? Nah,
that's good, man.
They don't taste the same.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know where they have their own factory or they buy the rights from another company, and we're going to talk about that. So, but as always, it's a Monday show, and I like to get in to see how our weekend. So we're going to touch for a few minutes on our weekend, if it was anything interesting, anything peculiar. So, Jason, how was your weekend, and anything exciting happened in your life this weekend?
Let's see. So besides the normal work stuff and the usual, but I got to watch. So yesterday I was doing my open house, little nice little thing going on.
Yeah, and Jason's a realtor, a local realtor. So when he says open house, it's not like free for all. Come to his house and drink beer and eat food.
Well, but anyway, but we do that at the open houses sometimes too. But listen, so the great thing is that my client was nice enough to. I said, hey. Listen, the Masters is on. I need to watch Tiger Woods pull up the upset and
win
it all.
The fist pump. Yeah,
fist pump. Dude, let me tell you. Watching that yesterday, listen, whether you like the guy or not, listen, everybody has their own issues. But when we talk about comeback.
Ain't nothing he's doing that ain't nobody else doing.
Comeback player of the year in sports.
Four surgeries or something this guy's had. Accidents, broken leg, messed up back, sciatic. I looked up online and looked up his injuries. Holy shit, man. He's like the bionic man right now.
I don't know, man. I just got the goosebumps when he...
So you watched the Masters?
So I watched the end of the Masters, so I had the opportunity to do that. And then... obviously watching Tiger with the family. That was awesome. The girlfriend, I actually respect his girlfriend.
Whoa, that little thing?
No. Let me tell you why.
Who was his girlfriend? The girl with the big sombrero?
Yeah, the girl with the big Kentucky Derby hat. But
I'm telling you right now, she is so far from what I used to see him with.
Well, I know. But see, what I respect her was he hugged his son. He hugged his mom. He hugged the daughter. Then she waited. She didn't, jump in.
Well, I think they had that shit sequenced out.
I don't know.
They probably, Mama said, you don't go that fast. Miko, you stay.
But anyway, so besides that, and then after that, I got a chance to show some clients some homes. But then I said, listen, we need to cut it short. I need to go home and prepare for Game of Thrones. Season premiere, the final season. Vinny hates it. I saw his thing on Facebook last night.
How do you hate something you don't know anything about? And it's weird. I do hate it, but I don't hate it.
16 million people watched it last night. Listen to the storyline.
-1.
Listen, okay, well, minus a Marino.
And
but listen,
my girlfriend didn't watch it.
Well,
a few other people.
But anyway, so real quick, you have dragons.
Dragons?
You have violence.
Do the dragons blow flames?
A little bit of nudity.
Now I'm getting interested.
So I always tease my wife Tiffany. I said, "Hey, look, this one says nudity. This is an Emmy award-winning episode," and it drives her nuts.
Oh, you know what though? I can't watch it because I had HBO. It's like I have AT&T Uverse.
Dude,
one week I have AT&T, next or HBO, then I don't. So I can't keep track of it, man.
Dude, listen.
So you liked it?
It was awesome.
Do you watch how many years? I hear it's been on for 7 years. How many years you watched it?
Every
7 years.
Every freaking year, man. every year. Listen, there are certain. Listen, I'm a Real Housewives fan too because
I know that's.
Listen, I enjoy that stuff too. Now, but seriously, on a serious note, though, it was worth the wait of almost a little over a year to watch last night's episode.
Man, are you guys like Star Trek? Are you guys like Star Wars geeks and Star Trek geeks? So is there a whole different?
This is completely different.
Whole different group of Game of Thrones.
But you know why? Wait, hold on. I'm going to tell you the real reason why I started watching Game of Thrones. It's because the writer of that whole entire series, okay, he's actually a New York Jet fan. That's why. You lift up the arm there. You got the little Jets thing going on. That's the reason why I started watching Game of Thrones. I got hooked.
You know what pissed me off yesterday? This is building up to why I really don't care about it.
Oh, God.
I'm in Publix, and the girl in front of me had a GOT. And the cashier knew what it was. She goes, you're going to go home and watch Game of Thrones? Oh, yeah. And they're fucking talking about it while I'm sitting here ready to ring my shit up. And they're talking about, Targaryen. Talking about Game of Thrones. How excited they are. I'm like, oh, my God.
My little buddy, Peter Dinklage.
Devo the shit, man. Devo.
Peter Dinklage.
Well,
that's the hook.
I didn't watch it. Okay, let me finish up with you because that Game of Thrones just wears me out, man. So we watch Game of Thrones. You sat there with your kids or family.
No, me and the wife.
Well, that's a Modelo burp, man.
No, man, my steps.
I'm good for one beer and I'm passed out.
That's a good thing. But listen, then I'll take over the podcast. It's Jason's podcast tonight. Vinny's going to pass out.
All right. Hey, Brandon, my man, and Maylin. Hey, Maylin, let me interrupt because I was down there with my soon-to-be new niece. She's engaged to my nephew, and they had a nice dinner for us down in Coral Springs. What a beautiful area that is. Beautiful area. She's awesome, man. She's an awesome girl. I can't wait to welcome her into the family. Can't wait for the wedding. Brandon's on. That's my man. That's B Swass. And you know what? He didn't send me any pictures. He went to Flotopia yesterday.
Flotopia.
It's in Palm Beach. It's an island.
Sounds like something inside of a woman.
Yeah, that's Flotopian tubes. And they party and they boat up. They have all the boats and everything else, and nothing but ass and titties and everything else going around there. So let's go back. I just wanted to say a quick shout out to Maylin and Brandon. I love those two. They're great people. Brandon, I saw one of your pictures. I saw you were sporting one of my hats. Yeah, boy. So Jason, you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Sleepy. Okay.
No, I mean it was awesome, dude. I mean we talked about it. I mean the storyline. So Jon Snow is like a main character, right?
Okay.
So this whole time you thought he was a part of this one family. Come to find out, he's truly like the real heir to the throne, technically.
Fucking coffee.
But he, in this like right beforehand, the end of season 7, he actually winds up sleeping with the woman who's the Queen of Dragons.
Not in real life.
In Game
in
God world, man, in God world.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones world, all right? So listen. So he winds up sleeping with the Queen of Dragons, Khaleesi. Okay, so Jon Snow and Khaleesi, knock boots.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, he finds out that Khaleesi's actually his aunt in season 8, episode 1. I mean, WTF. WTF on the GOT.
I guess I got to fucking watch the show so I can comment on it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, producer Jesse, I guess, are you a Game of Thrones fan? There goes the finger.
See, Jesse's not allowed to talk. Producer Jesse is not allowed to talk. He can only give sign language.
And that's with Vern Troyer, the little the mini-me guy.
Well, that's Peter Dinklage.
He died.
I see a friend of mine.
He died, but he used to have...
Kelly's watching right now.
Yeah.
And Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
She actually has a crush on Peter Dinklage.
That little midget?
Oh, yeah, dude.
I did actually, when I was flipping channels, I did say, okay, let me look at it just to see what the forte of it is.
And Peter Dinklage, he's a Jersey boy. He's a Jersey boy.
I'm sorry, a little person. I don't mean to call him a midget.
Oh my God.
But so I was flipping through and I caught a little bit of it, and I was like, but I think I'm so far out of context with it. I ended up watching Stripes. So
that's a listen.
Yeah,
classic movie.
Oh boy, this is. This cerveza. Modelo Negro. Man. Thanks to producer Jesse, he provided us with a Modelo.
Thank you.
By the way, this show is sponsored by We Don't Give a Shit. Because whatever they talk about Game of Thrones, we don't give a shit. Coming to you live
You're killing me, bro.
Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
are killing me.
So you watch Game of Thrones? Is that was your highlight of the weekend? Was watching Game of Thrones?
That and Tiger.
Oh yeah, well Tiger. Let me tell you something, man. Let's talk about Tiger for a minute. Tiger Woods is, I mean, that guy. Did you know that he won his first Masters?
Michael, that's the fact.
22 years or 20 years ago. I still think the guy's in his 20s. The fuck,
he's 43 now.
Yes,
he's 43 years old.
He's won his last major tournament was like 11 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, dude, success story.
I know. My buddy Brandon down in Palm Beach was telling me that, and if you're listening, Brandon, that dude, I thought you said a dude bet $150 on him. And
no, he bet 100.
No,
it was more than it was like 110,000 to win 1.9 million. Wow.
Yeah, but yeah,
like Vegas.
Do you know how much he got paid out? You know how much the fucking first place guy got paid out? What, Tiger?
No,
$2,007,000.
That's unreal.
For 4 days of work, $2 million.
Don't you wish you had that skill? Not necessarily golf, but don't you wish you had a skill where you can make that much cake that fast? In 4 days?
I mean,
think about it.
No, rob a bank, but now you can't even get that much. Not that I'm gonna rob a bank, but so yeah, Tiger did. I mean, he was in contention the whole. I'm just glad he won versus, not that I say I'm opposed of the Italian guy, but when he flopped and double bogeyed, everybody's eyes opened up.
Maranata.
Yeah, well, when he double bogeyed, he just made so many golfers happy, and they were like, okay, it's game time. I thought Dustin Johnson was gonna pull through. Excuse me, I burp when I have beer, so if you guys. And then I'm glad that that one guy, not Ricky Fowler, the Irish guy. I'm glad he didn't win.
Who?
Yeah, Rory McIlroy.
Oh, more.
Yeah, I mean,
Rory
hey, you know what,
McIlroy.
man? Tiger Woods was so emotional, and they seem to, they seem, his 10-year-old kid was there, and I was just surprised at the girlfriend of his, man.
She's cute.
Is she American?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not what
Looks nothing like
it's what you said earlier. It's nothing that you would expect.
Well, maybe he's changed his thing.
I think he's grown up
from when he threw his golf club through his ex-wife's window.
Listen, I think the most important thing he said all entire week, and this is something you would say, Vinny.
Show me the money.
No, I'm just all about being a good dad. I just want to be the best.
Yeah,
dad I can
well,
be.
I mean, he had that fame, and I think it went to his head a little bit.
Of
I mean,
course.
all that ramped up, with partying and everything else.
Listen, man, when his dad died, everything took a turn, man.
Well, yeah.
His dad was his rock.
Yeah. I mean, one of my cookies, man.
I know.
It goes good with Modelo beer.
I can hear you getting fatter by the second.
No, man, these are all organic cookies, man. I made them last night on a special pan.
Oh, with the with the Nestle organic chocolate
Yeah,
chips.
organic flour.
Even though Publix chocolate chips are fine enough.
No.
Just saying.
I don't buy that knockoff shit, man.
No, but seriously, congratulations to Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
You know what? I know so many people that bet.
Hey, Tiger, if you're listening.
Yeah, Tiger,
I want to congratulate you,
us
man.
two knuckleheads.
Yeah, you did a phenomenal job, and I'm super proud of you. You deserve it because so many people, sports announcers and everybody, are saying he's washed up. He's not going anywhere.
No,
and he's surprised.
I think he's got a few more in him.
But you know what? He knows that course better than anybody, man. He's played that. He knows that goddamn course.
Upside down.
If I would have bet,
he knows it.
If I would have bet, Jay thought they were weed cookies. Well, they should be.
JTG.
Jay's a good buddy of mine down in Palm Beach. I work down there with him at the sheriff's office down there. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dad. He's got great kids, man. He parties with his kids all the time, takes them places. And they're grown-ups. They're adults, man.
But no, let's seriously think about Tiger Woods. When you think of the Masters, that's a Super Bowl of golf right there. Mm-hmm. Okay? He's a 5-time champ of that Super Bowl. Now, there's only one guy ahead of him, and that's Jack Nicklaus.
And then right below him is it
Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer.
So, I mean, you're talking about the 3 greatest golfers of all time. And right below him is Gary Player, I think, right below Arnold Palmer.
I was watching this thing on the ESPN. It was the life
on the ESPN.
Yeah, on the life of like Seve Ballesteros or whatever, where he came from and how he. Oh my God, that guy had shit. He worked on like a ranch with his family, and didn't go to school. It was a whole big
Hey, wait, hold on a minute. You know what else happened this weekend? The freaking Magic won.
Oh, yeah, they're moving, man.
Yeah. Number 8 versus number 1 in the Magic.
Did they beat the Celtics?
No, Celtics.
I don't know, man. What the fuck do I know?
Anyway, no, they played the Toronto Raptors.
So, yeah.
In Toronto. And the Magic won, man. They got that team has heart. I love watching it.
Well, let me I'll touch with my weekend, and then we'll go into the next topic.
Wait, hold on. I want to know what producer Jesse did this weekend because he didn't know how to talk.
He played golf.
Oh, he played golf. I played golf with him at a tournament for the Brevard Children in Need this past weekend. It was
at least you donated money.
Awesome event.
And you probably tore up some landscape. Lost a lot of balls.
Drank a few.
How many times you use your foot wedge?
Well, actually, you know what's funny? Frankie, our buddy Frankie, I saw him use the foot wedge twice. Frankie from Bella Title.
Okay, well, right.
That was fun.
So you played golf?
Watch Masters.
And he watched the Masters. He watched Game of Thrones, just like someone else sitting across from him.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I watched
Vinnie.
American Idol.
Hey, that's actually good.
I watched that. But I don't. I'm not like. I don't ever get addicted to any show, man, because I stopped watching it for a little bit, for like a couple seasons. I didn't watch it, but then once I start watching it, I get involved. Well, they speed it up a little bit now. They don't drag it out for like 6 months. You know, they cut right to the chase. You know, and they get to the top 20 within like a few weeks, and then they fucking boom. Now they're down to like the 14, and tonight is the results night, and so I mean, I like American Idol. And then I was watching Shark Tank, the new series of Shark Tank. So I did that this weekend.
Shark Tank. That's some good stuff.
Yep.
That's on the DVR.
Yep. Well, I didn't do too much. Friday, again, I'm getting up a business. I'm doing a executive driving thing, so I'm car shopping. And I went to Orlando, and I looked at a Cadillac Escalade because I might go with an Escalade or a Mercedes. Not really sure. So I went out there and looked at an Escalade, and really nice car. But the days of low-balling car dealers, I guess, are over. They don't want you to low-ball them. They want you to just, the price is the price. And so I looked at a car Friday in Orlando.
But do you really believe that? The price is the price? Do you really believe it?
No, they're full of shit.
Exactly.
They think the consumers now are stupid, and this guy's trying to tell me I low-balled him. I said, so you didn't even give me a counter? So whatever. So I looked at that, and then I was dealing with a dealer in Palm Beach on a Mercedes. Boy, that was a weak burp, dude.
Dude, I'm trying to get it out. It just won't come
out. You got to dig deep, man. Drink another swig, or you're out of your Modelo.
It tastes like water.
So and then Saturday, I got to go slow because I'd say my memory is not good when it comes to replenishing. Saturday, I did some stuff for my dad. Cleaned his sheets and went shopping for him, and then Sunday. No, wait a minute. Saturday. What's today? Today's Monday. Oh, Saturday, I went to Palm Beach.
Okay.
And I went down for
La Familia.
Yep. I went down for my nephew's engagement luncheon, and it was a great time. We stayed the night down there, and it was fun. It was nice. We came back Sunday.
Dude, I love the fact that Jay has just ripped you on American Idol.
Oh God, yeah.
He's right. At least Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know,
boobies.
J-Dog. Well, sometimes I got to leave my man card out, man. But so I went looking at some cars. Now I got dealers stalking me.
Of course.
From Miami all the way up, bugging me, wanting me to go. But tomorrow I'm going to Tampa. I'm going to go to the Hard Rock Casino.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy Jerome, we're going to ride out there. He's got a nice two-door Mercedes, a new one. We ride out there, and we go early. We have lunch, play cards, come back. So, but also...
Wait. So what kind of cards? Like Old Maid?
It's an SL5.
No. Not what kind of car. What kind of cards do you play? Like Old Maid,
Blackjack. No, Blackjack. Counting cards. So, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. Today, actually, I was, I'm telling you, I'm struggling with retirement, man. I'm so fucking bored.
Well, so that's one of the reasons why you started this podcast.
That's exactly right. I look forward to Mondays. So today I went to the beach in the morning. I hung out there. Then I met my brother and another guy. We went over to Grills over in the port, and we had a drink, and it was nice, man. It was a nice, relaxing day. And tomorrow I'll be heading to Tampa. And but you know what?
Hearing you talk, Vinny, I got to interrupt. Hearing you talk, the whole "It's a Hard Knock Life" thing is playing in my head.
It's a hard knock life
for Vinny. It's a hard knock life for Vinny.
Vern Troyer, man, God bless his soul, man. He overdosed, died, fucking guy.
What does he have to do with Annie?
Oh, no, I'm talking about the gold mini-me. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Annie, little orphan Annie.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh my God, bro!
So this weekend, woo!
Austin Powers.
He's talking about Austin Powers. I'm talking about little orphan Annie because that's where our Hard Knock Life comes from.
Well, I know it from Austin Powers. I don't.
Holy Jesus! Oh
I'm not
my
into.
God.
I'm not into Star Wars,
Speaking
man.
of Jesus, that's the reason why Easter is.
I don't watch Star
happening.
Wars, man.
Talking about the Jay-Z.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah, the
God.
Jay-Z version. So, what's coming up this weekend is we have. This weekend we have Easter Sunday coming.
The reason for Jesus.
Yes,
Right there.
and I tell you right now, you ask the stores are flooded with Easter candy, Easter this, Easter that, Easter bunny this. You ask anybody, hey, so what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear about Easter? What do they say?
Easter bunny.
Easter bunny,
Chocolate.
candy, Peeps. Now they make
Colored
like
eggs.
now the Peeps. My girl was
Wait,
telling
wait,
me that
am
she
I-
was
wait,
at
hold on,
Target.
Wait, time out. Am I allowed to say colored eggs?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Hey, man, we're all,
dyed eggs.
We're all,
I guess
we're all
dyed,
children of God, man. We don't.
I guess dyed eggs was better. But no, listen, man. Jesus is the
so
reason
going from
why
beer
Easter is
to
Easter.
coffee to water.
I'm about to have a water. But anyway, but
anyways,
seriously.
there's so many different kinds of Peeps now. Peeps.
Oh yeah, they have sweet tart Peeps. They have lifesaver Peeps. Listen, my wife buys this crap for the kids. My stepson's 17. Listen, my stepson and your son have a lot in common with the trombone, the marching band, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But listen, man, she still babies these kids sometimes. It's hilarious. I
Well,
love
this
it.
Sunday is going to bring out all the CEOs, and we all know what CEOs are. If you don't, Jason, you must know what that is.
Chief Executive Officer?
No.
Tell me about it.
No. The CEOs of America come out when it's Christmas and Easter only. That's the only 2 days
yeah.
they go to church. Christmas and Easter only, so they call them the CEOs.
I'll be seeing them on Saturday night.
All along the fucking beaches, all these signs, Easter ceremony. Easter,
sunrise service is awesome.
sunrise. Okay.
That's actually awesome.
But people,
you get
I mean,
the rabbi from the temple. So many people show up for that. That's a
for
good
people that don't know, I mean, basically Easter is the resurrection of Christ, not the Easter bunny. I mean, it's a made up.
How did that happen? When did that crap start?
Hallmark. My brother even chimed in and said Hallmark, man. All invented by Hallmark.
You know
I mean,
what?
it's a big moneymaker, man. I mean, these kids, instead of teaching these kids the real meaning of Easter, all they know about is the Easter bunny. The biggest one is where they run parents, is the goddamn tooth fairy.
Oh, that one's
How the
bad.
fuck did they come up with the tooth fairy? I mean, I fell into that. I mean, the tooth fairy.
Well, we
but
all fall into it. I accidentally left a $100 bill in my stepdaughter's.
accidentally?
Accidentally. I had a food cocktails, came home from a thing. We heard that she lost a tooth. I thought it was a 10. It was actually 100. So she made out that day.
Hey, you know, my brother, speaking of money being left, my brother took his clothes to the dry cleaner, and they called him up like a few minutes later. Hey, we found $150 in one of your pockets. So come get it.
That's honesty.
That's Crest Cleaner right there in Vieira, man.
Hey, man, that's honesty right
So I was reading a story. I talked to you briefly about it. A man in Indiana, I believe this shit. A man in Indiana is suing his parents.
Wait.
Because
how old is this kid, first of all?
I don't know the age, but this guy is suing his parents for $84,000, including attorney fees and all that other shit, because they destroyed his porn collection.
No more Yankee, my wanky.
The father said that it took quite a while to destroy 12 moving boxes full of porn and then 2 boxes of sex toys, because the father said it was mentally destroying him. And the kid's pissed off. And now he's saying he's going through emotional distress, so he's suing for emotional distress and everything else because
How
his
come I have a feeling this guy's like somewhere in his 30s to 50, 30 to 50 age range, never had a girlfriend, never had a wife, never had nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand it, man.
Probably watches Games of Thrones, too.
His father told him in an email. So, I mean, his dad said he did it because he said he'd do it if he treated it like it was a drug. So apparently this guy was so addicted to porn that it was consuming his life. So his father said, all right, son of a bitch, I'm going to fix you. So how'd he cure him? He took his shit and destroyed it. So his son, he said he had $10,000 in sex toys and $30,000 in porn. I mean, I think it took the dad a while to destroy it because he probably was checking out shit. Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah, I get rid of that one. He had to look at it. He had to look at the fucking porn before he destroyed it. You know, he had to get a couple wanks in there, before he burned it. But, god dang, suing his parents for destroying a porn collection.
What type of kid sues his parents? Honestly.
Well, what kind of kid has like $30,000 in porn? I mean, there's free internet. Just get it on Pornhub.
Pornhub? What's
I'm not going
that?
to plug Pornhub, but Pornhub.com.
What's Pornhub? Dude, I'm a married man. I don't know any of this stuff.
What does that have to do with it?
I have a very healthy sex life.
Yeah, but porn is always good. It's always a good.
You talking about release?
Well, I mean, it's hey, porn is so accessible now that I mean,
well, that's what
you know
scares
what?
me.
Not that I give a shit about these porn actors, but they're struggling. Oh, we you know, I mean, back in the day, the porn actors used to make a shitload of money. Now
You need to get the union. Norma Ray. Norma Ray.
well, on a life, let's talk about something that
hold on, wait.
we talked about.
What did Nick just write? Nick Vitani. What the heck did he just write?
My 75-year-old neighbor got arrested for attempting to make an unauthorized deposit in a sperm bank. What the fuck?
What's
the hell is that?
Oh my god, dude!
I don't know. Hey, what do you, Jason? We on a serious note, not serious, but something that's world news. The goddamn Notre Dame Cathedral is
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is up in flames.
Yeah, they
Do you know
they say it's accidental. I'm not buying it.
Well, they said it was an accidental. I mean, what did they accidentally do? Set a bomb off? I mean, how the hell would it burn that much?
Maybe they lit too many
candles.
I don't know. It's the only.
But it's sad. I mean, that thing. I mean,
it's 800. That's 800 years of history. 800 years down the drain. Now it's not completely burnt down to the ground.
I mean, they'll rebuild it.
Yeah,
they built the Twin Towers back up. One tower.
But no, I mean they'll refinish it. They said it's structurally, it's sound, but I would guarantee. I mean, 800 years of artwork, everything else that was done on the cathedral ceilings. I don't know what to say, man. That's just it. Just bums me the heck out.
Yeah, that's sad. So nobody's hurt.
Thank God.
The spear is gone, but the bell towers are safe. Okay, thanks for Sue. Thanks for that info. But you know what? Another thing, because we bounce around all over this fucking show because I suffer from ADHD. I don't know if you suffer from it. People suffer from it because I go all over the crazy.
Bird.
Yeah, what's been going on lately is I've seen it now. This is the third report of, and it goes on to the career that I had. The cops now are shooting people with their firearm, thinking it's a damn taser. They just had it, and it was Pennsylvania. They have a guy in a jail, and he's trying to hide some drugs. So the one guy's wrestling with him. So the older guy gets out his gun, and he yells, "Taser, taser," and shoots him in the gut.
Oh.
Doesn't kill him. Then there was another one. I think this guy, I don't know if she died, but there was a traffic stop last year. A girl.
Squirrel.
Yeah. They were taking a guy in custody. He was fighting. She yelled again, "Taser, taser," and shot the guy with a firearm. It's like, the one that was in Pennsylvania, he had the gun on the same side of his taser, which they try not to. They do not encourage that at all because you identify it when you grab it.
Well,
and in the heat of the
producer
moment,
Jesse said earlier, one should be on one side, one should be on the other.
Well, yeah,
side.
that's the way they train with them. That's the way they're supposed to be positioned on their gun belt. But I mean, in the heat of the moment, you can sympathize. I can, because I know when you're in that tunnel vision and you're just, you're not being careful enough, but you automatically grab a gun. I mean, you could somewhat you can tell by the weight. But when you
have a second to react.
Yeah. Did you see the one that was in Daytona where that guy was fleeing from the cops in Daytona? No. And they had him on a huge chase, and the deputy, the canine guy.
When did that happen? Last night?
It was
if it
a
happened
few days
last
ago.
night, I was watching Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, fuck you and them fucking Game of Thrones. Yeah, the throne of a toilet, man.
I'm the king of that.
Yeah. Well, they chased this guy for fucking a while, and they finally pitted him, and he blew out his tires and stuff, and he ran in the woods, and they went chasing him in the woods, and they were just a gun battle. Boom, boom. One of the cops got shot through the hat, and it grazed his freaking forehead and went out.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm talking about God was with him because, that was pretty crazy, man. That was the guy was lucky. He's lucky to be alive. And in the car dash camera, I was watching the whole video with they had their helicopter, and everything else. I saw this guy come running up there with no vest, blue shirt. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Had like a revolver, and it was the sheriff. And then in the interview, it was him. He said, yeah. They asked if he shot. He said, no, I couldn't get a round off because there were too many people in front of him. So,
wow.
Yeah, hey, kudos to Chitwood, man. Sheriff Chitwood up there. He's a cool dude, man. But, yeah, he would have shot the shit out of him, man. He said they fired all the rounds they could at that guy, man. They ended up killing him. But, man, could you imagine? The guy got shot through his hat. He had his hat, showed it on the news. Had a hole in it, and then the guy got shot in the head. But it grazed
his head. Oh, man.
One for the cops, man. Thank God, man, because usually these guys shoot, like they just shoot blindfolded, and they'll hit a cop in a major artery or something, and they'll end up dying. But
well, God definitely had his hand on that.
Hey, I'm finishing my first, probably my last Modelo. If you ever had one of these beers, a Modelo, I've never had one. I'm not a beer connoisseur. I don't really drink at all. But it's actually pretty tasty. I'm kind of enjoying it. It goes down good with chocolate chip cookies, too, by the way.
I just drank because I just had one because I had one of those days, man. Just one of those days.
Well,
that's why I'm here. This is my release. This is my release time. I get to hang out with Vinnie.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break here in just a second. A short break, like I always say. These aren't long breaks because because we always got a lot to talk about, and time flies, man.
Hey, my buddy Kevin's watching from Castleberry. There you go.
Hey, Kev. Hey, we're going to be right back. So people that are on now, if you want to like and share, I appreciate it because it just gets my name out there and keeps me going, man. Keeps me motivated because I ain't got nobody watching. I ain't talking to myself, so bleed that. So
you do talk to yourself.
Be American, man. We're going to come back and we'll talk about maybe our POTUS.
There you go.
And some of the work he's doing, getting done. So stay tuned. Vinnie Marino Podcast, man. Don't go nowhere. Be right back.
Hey, Redbird.
Hello, it's Stefan.
You know what time it is?
Yeah, 6:50.
No, Chris. It is time for us to discuss our ideas for the next podcast for the Black Dog Confessional.
We never do that, Steven. We just wing it and we go.
Oh, wait, I do all the work and you just show up. That's right?
That's how it works, buddy.
Excellent.
And it turns into gold.
Solid, baby. We'll see y'all next week in the Black Dog Confessional.
You're listening to Space Coast Podcast, home of the greatest podcasts on the Space Coast. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor or having your own show, email us at spacecoastpodcast@hotmail.com.
Space Coast Podcast.
Talk hard!
Hey, make sure you check out Space Cowboy Justice with your hosts, Blake Stewart and Paul Daly. We're going to be talking about interesting legal issues in the entertainment industry and everything geek. If you're into Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, comic books, we're talking about it. Coming at you from the Space Coast Podcast Studios.
Hey, welcome back. Like I always promise you, we ain't going on no long ass break because we always got shit to talk about. So I was reading up. I kind of really like. I'm intrigued by this Lone Survivor. I watched that movie numerous times, and it kind of makes my heart ache to get a grasp as to what these guys did and what they went through, and how one of them came through the whole thing and survived. Hence the movie Lone Survivor. These guys were inserted into Afghanistan, and it was one of the deadliest of all the SEALs killed. And it was the I'm just getting their names right, but anyways, Mark Luttrell was the one who survived. So I read up on him. I'd love to just talk to that guy, man. He's it was just a I think the movie can be is pretty much close to reality, as far as what happened. But I YouTubed the guy, and he don't hold anything back, man. When he gets on Fox News and stuff, and
thank God.
And I was reading a few years ago, shortly after he came back from the when he was rescued from Afghanistan, when he was which was an amazing story. That he was back at his ranch. I don't know where he's in Texas, I believe. He's in Texas, and he was issued a service dog, and he called the dog Daisy. And it was the name of each one of the guys that were with him, with the nicknames and Dietz, and then Axe, and then it was and then he was called. They called him something else. They called Luttrell a nickname, whatever. But he had a yellow lab.
Okay.
And he let the dog out one night, and it was about 1 a.m. He said, he has trouble sleeping and stuff. And then he heard a gunshot outside his house because he had his dog out in the fenced yard, And he grabbed immediately, that fucking guy. He ain't grabbing a flashlight. He grabbed a flashlight and 2 Berettas. So he goes outside and he's creeping around. He sees his dog dead, and he kind of comes up and he sees these guys standing by like a Toyota Camry, And he said he tried to get a shot off, but he couldn't get a shot off, and he got in the car and took off. So he immediately grabbed in, and he has a big truck, big like F-150 or something, 250. So he's chasing these guys. Calling 911. I listened to the whole 911 call, and he's chasing these guys, and they're like, who are you? He said, my name's Mark Luttrell. They just shot my dog. And he said, these guys, they got a gun. He goes, I got 2 guns. And they're like, okay. So he's chasing them, and I'm telling you, speeds over 100 miles an hour consistently, okay? And he's like, where the fuck are these cops, man? Where are you guys at? And they said, well, you're going so fast that we're trying to head you off.
Can't keep
up. Finally, at like 2 counties away, he managed to get cops that were in the front, and the dispatcher was telling him, well, how fast are you going? He says, I'm doing 110. She goes, well, we don't want you to hurt yourself and endanger yourself. He said, ma'am, and this is the whole conversation, he never said anything about anything. He said, ma'am, I've been a Navy SEAL for 10 years. He said, I know what I'm doing. I ain't going to hurt myself. Trust me. I'm telling you, you fuck with him, I guarantee you, that son of a bitch, he ain't going to miss.
Nah,
so finally,
I've seen his interviews on Fox. The guy is real.
Yeah,
real.
I'm telling you, if you ever want to know about whether this president is doing anything good or bad, listen to this guy, because he's just not a paid political ad. He's dead serious about his military and what he's done for this country and what the president's doing for this country.
Yeah.
No matter who it is, I don't give a shit who the man is. That's the chief officer of our country. The president in chief. If he's doing a good job, he's doing a good job. Why knock him?
I mean, his approval rating keeps going up.
Yeah, so this guy they finally got the car stopped. He got out and he backed up the cop. I guess there was only one sheriff, and but I'm telling you, I thought that was an amazing story. The poor guy had his service dog that was issued when he got out and he just got out of the hospital. He had some procedures done from the injuries that he sustained in Afghanistan. But I'm telling you, man, that's a true hero. I can't even imagine what he's been through, over there, and watching his brothers get killed, and those are all heroes, and they'll never go down as anything other than that, man. I mean, God bless them.
Vinny, your dog, isn't your dog a canine rescue pup?
He's a service dog. He's a retired service dog. Yep, and he did cadaver work. But he does me good too. Right now I got him going through. He's got anxiety, man. He's got a separation anxiety, and so I took him to I didn't take him to the vet. I told the vet, hey, man, he needs something. Valium, something. So they gave him some kind of pills. So I gave him.
It's like puppy Prozac.
Yeah,
well, it is. That's what it is. Our dog had it because our little puppy, Johnny Cash. If you're listening at home,
that's his name.
Johnny Cash Landy. That's the dog's name, man.
And you even gave him a last name.
It's my last name. Listen, man, he's part of the family. It's my son.
All right. Well,
he looks just like me with the little white and the black and the beard here.
So talking about that, okay, as far as people with the hatred, they hate the country because they hate the president.
Right.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the country.
Fuck what you think. I don't give a shit, man. I say what I say. If he did a shitty job, I'd say he did a shitty job. I don't care any other role. I don't care if he was a plumber. He's turned this economy around. He's turned everything around. He's got more people working than ever before. The unemployment rate is lower than ever. Okay.
Correct.
Do you know that that in California,
Sanctuary City.
Laguna Beach, California. Listen up, motherfuckers, if you're out there. Excuse me. But the police department put police on the side of their car in the form of not a rebel flag, sorry, of American flag.
Right.
But people were complaining.
Wait, doesn't rock like a few of our departments
People
around here
in California were complaining, said it was too aggressive. So they're actually looking into it. The government there is looking in there to remove it. Are you fucking kidding me? People are those people, they need to find out who they are. Say, hey, come on in. We'll listen to you. And then lasso their ass up and ship them the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I'm an American. I was born in this country. And you know what? If you don't like this country, get out. Go somewhere else. All these fucking Hollywood people, they're the worst bigots of all, man. They're the ones who talk the most shit. And then a couple agencies in this state, Orange County, they had a canine dog. The guy named his dog. They let the canine handler.
Dog Trump.
They let them name their dogs whatever name they want. Yeah. Well, the guy named him Trump.
Yeah.
And people were complaining. So now they're going to make him change the dog's name.
Which is bullcrap.
That
is just pure, utter crap.
I don't, and I have an unedited show, so I don't like to cuss so much, but I mean, sometimes I think of topics that really piss me off, and that should have been brought up last week with Doug Monda about things that piss us off. But you know what? If you have a problem with the president and you take it out on the country,
that's the wrong thing to do.
I mean, come on, man. You know what? He's doing the best job he can to protect our border. And I loved, he flies off the cuff when he talked about shutting the border down.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm shutting the border down. I mean, and one of his advisors said, hey, great way to say it, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, I'll give him a year. I'll give him a year to straighten their shit out. And he did. He's going to tax the shit out of them, put tariff tax on their shit. Okay, so that's the one way to get him. But
that's one way.
He flies, and that's what's great about him. He says what he wants, and then he'll retract it or redact it.
He's not the normal.
The best thing that was and Republicans are complaining. You can't use your presidential power for personal shit. And well, he said, okay, we're overcrowded. They can't handle any more immigrants. There's no room.
No,
they just keep pouring in by the hundreds of thousands.
But do you like what he said, though?
Oh, bring them to sanctuary cities?
Go to your sanctuary cities.
Oh, my God. People went up and, you can't do that. They're going to make these ICE guys bus drivers. Well, he can't. I mean, he can say it, but he got the attention again, which is good. You know what? But, I mean,
Listen, there's nothing wrong with stirring the pot for the right thing. Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, if people would look at the numbers and, hey, they want sanctuary cities, I think he's right. Bring them over there. Yeah. He goes, I got plenty of them for you. You want all these? We got plenty for them.
Go to San Francisco.
So now they're trying to get more money because they need more beds. They have nowhere to house these people. So what's the solution? You got to stop them from coming because they're never going to get enough beds. They're never going to.
All these rich Hollywood people
and you know what?
Donate the money.
Obama was the one who created all these kennels for these people. Mm-hmm. He's the one who created all that. And they put it on Trump. Now, listen, man.
It's ridiculous, man. You can go back and look at old video archives of any politician. They're every one of them flip-flops.
Yeah. I've never,
all full of crap.
As much as I didn't give a shit about fucking, Obama, President Obama.
You still respect the position.
Yeah. And you know what, though? What's also that pisses me off, this is not going into this topic, what pisses us off, but they're continuing on with these Mueller investigations, the Clinton investigation, and nothing. It's a round and round and round.
Oh, yeah.
They got all the evidence in the world, but they do nothing.
Nothing.
But they want Trump's tax returns. And he said, you know what? I ain't giving them to you.
Yeah. Screw them. Listen, screw them.
God damn it.
Here's another good thing, man. I was thinking about this over the weekend.
2020, baby, Trump. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not a racist. I'm not I'm for whoever's doing the country right. And if he's doing the country right, Jason, I'll vote for him again. I'm telling you right now. Those people who are hating him, look at the facts. Look at the numbers. But no matter what they prove,
you can't look at the facts with those people.
Yeah,
they don't care.
Remember when they did the investigation with Kavanaugh And
Yeah.
they said, oh, we need the FBI to do an investigation. So they did it. They came back, couldn't find anything. And when it said, oh, it was a shitty investigation, it wasn't.
The same thing they're doing now.
Same thing with Mueller. Oh, no, they didn't do it right.
The Mueller report's all crap.
Yeah,
I can't wait to read it. Thursday it's supposed to come out. It's going to be interesting.
But you know who needs to go? That Nancy Pelosi. She's the biggest freaking fucking scum.
She's a dingling. Again, now listen, respect.
Let's look
respect
at her
the
tax
fact-
returns. Let's look at the money she's making.
Oh, what? Elizabeth Warren, they just saw, because she's running for president, she made $1 million last year. But she's all about these supposed people who are starving, this and that and everything. But she's making $1 million. How much did she give away? That's the question I want to see. How much did she give to charitable contributions?
Yeah. I'm just saying, we're not going to get into politics too much, but you know what? God damn, enough's enough.
We're going to get into it.
My sister-in-law lives out in California, and when I posted this on my personal Facebook, that I said California needs to just fall off the freaking states and sink in the Pacific. And she's like, "Hey, wait a minute." I was like, "Well, I knew she was going to chime in on that, but she's Northern Cal. This is Southern Cal." But I mean, it's the truth. California is like so fucked up.
It's messed up.
I don't get it, man.
Thank God the only thing that comes good out of California is maybe a movie or two and wine.
Yeah, well, their movies suck anymore. But you know what, though, Jason? look at the interviews that are being done by the ICE supervisors and all the people in the field praising what we need, begging to Congress that we need this, we need it. Are they paid actors? Bullshit, man. They're the ones on the front line dealing with this shit.
See, Vinny, you know what the crazy thing is, man? We could talk about truth all day long. You know what they care about? That color on your microphone, that fuzzy thing. It's called green, man. It's all about the money. It don't matter.
Oh, yeah.
It's all these lobbyists pushing people to a certain point.
It gives me angina, man, thinking of that shit. I mean, okay, let's start putting bitches in jail now, okay? Let's start all the evidence they have on Hillary Clinton, all the scandals they have on her. Put her in jail. No, but Obama said, no, there's going to be no investigation. Nothing is going to, we're not investigating her. Okay. Her husband got a blowjob in the White House. Could you imagine Trump allegedly, before he was running for office and when he was just Donald Trump, when everybody loved him, all the actors that loved him then hate him now because he's president. But allegedly he had an affair or screwed a porn star. So what?
Susan just chimed in. It's embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
You're right,
she's from California, man. She's been in California for years, man. It's a shame that people are actually arguing over this police car that says police with an American flag on it. It's aggressive.
Listen, I'm proud when I see some of that around here in our local little towns. And you see that stars and stripes on the word police.
Yeah, man.
It gives me a nice rush, man.
I've never seen so much hatred towards our country, and it's like,
and it all has to do with for the brainwashing that the media has done. It's amazing. That's why I can't wait. You know what? Let 50 Democrats all run for president.
Yeah.
Let them take themselves out.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be an easier pathway.
It's like a
to
box
President
of Russell
Trump,
Stover chocolates they are, man. They're just fucking all different people run. Oh, I'm going to run. You know what? I talked last week that Alec Baldwin.
Hey, Publix makes good chocolates. You're going to hit me, aren't you?
What was that? I was reading Jay's comment. He said, are they going to make... Yeah, because cops have uniforms with the American flag on it. Is that aggressive?
Oh, no, I'm telling you, that's the next thing to come off your uniform. Watch.
But that's embarrassing, though, man.
They're
gonna make an officer take his dog's name from Trump because they call him Trump. I've never seen anything like this in my life, and I hope he fucking wins with a landslide in 2020, man. You know what? I don't see how, based on what he's doing, can lose. I mean, if people would just vote for his job that he's doing, he's done everything he said he's doing.
Or at least trying to without being blocked.
Yeah, he's got so much resistance. Yeah. And I've never seen so much animosity in the Senate, over him. It's like
the first real president I can remember.
Reagan.
No, Carter.
Kennedy.
Carter.
Oh, Jimmy Carter?
Yeah, I remember, we had the gas crisis, this, that, everything else going on. And then Reagan was that new fresh air,
Anybody want a cookie?
No, I already had two.
Producer?
Too fat. Producer Jesse.
Yeah, there you go. I'll give him the back. Eat him up, man. Eat him up.
But you know what? It's just sad. I've never seen the craziness. And you know what? It's social media, all that stuff has just driven everything to another level that I can't.
Yeah, look at that. Good
I've even curbed back on my rants and stuff online just because it ain't worth it anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
I listen. Everybody knows how I feel. Everybody knows that knows me knows how I feel. I'm going to vote my wallet. I'm going to vote my household.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you start taking God out of stuff, I even have a bigger problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they.
And F you if you think you're going to take my gun away. There's a second.
Oh my
Amendment
God!
for a
You know,
reason.
there's so many cases that were dealt with citizens that are concealed carry. They're saying that there was over almost by the end of this year, I think there'll be like 2 million people that have applied for the concealed weapon. And they said you don't have to carry one, but you got to at least get it. So it shows that we're standing up for our Second Amendment, man. You cannot take away something that is been given to us for years just because people are saying, "Oh, the guns kill." Well, of course they do.
You know what? I was talking to a client today, and they said, "Man, what if Hillary would have won?" Like, just think about.
Jesse's choking on the cookie right now.
No, seriously. We're a little over 2 years in with Trump. What would our 2 years be like right now?
We'd be going back in recession. I mean, I don't know if they're even strong enough to battle the NRA. I mean, I don't know, but I mean,
well, you know what? This is my thing. It's going to take $1 billion, no matter who runs, to win the election. It's going to take $1 billion. So good luck trying to raise that money.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you, there's so many cases where people have intervened, and you know. Because when these scumbags come out there with a gun and they want to do mass shootings and stuff, they have a plan, okay? And when that plan is interrupted by a good guy with a gun, they can't not function. They throws your whole plan. It screws them up. I mean, the cog in the wheel just goes fucked because they don't know what to do because they're never expecting. They expect to go. The wolf expects to go into a fucking herd of sheeps and just blast.
Right.
Okay, and then. We talked about this a while ago. The sheepdog comes out with a firearm, okay, and takes care of business. And no matter what it is, even if he doesn't have a firearm, it could be a wolf versus a sheepdog that has no weapon. And as long as he distracts him or interrupts his thought process, that's going to save lives.
Yeah, I without a doubt.
So I mean, it's this day and age, man. People are fighting back. And last night I watched.
But see, you know what? You know what? You're right. We're fighting back for the right things. But the people on the other side are fighting, and they don't know what the heck they're fighting for.
Until they become a victim.
Until they become a victim or until they grow up.
Or their family member gets murdered by, somebody who shouldn't be in this country, a 6-time felon who's been deported and came back. Yeah. But I was watching last night, brought back horrible memory. My son was actually watching it. It was before he was born. United 93 was on last night. And
good movie.
Yeah, I mean, that was an amazing movie, and it just, that's when people just, I tell you right now, you get on an airplane right now and you talk shit, passengers are going to beat your ass.
Oh, yeah, you're done.
I'm telling you. I know if I'm on a plane and somebody starts acting crazy, and the flight attendants are like, I don't, because I watch the videos on those, people on the airplanes, and they get rowdy, and
yeah, but you know what, though? When you watch those clips, man, they're all cut up. You don't see the whole thing.
Well, yeah, I love it when they're ordered to get off the plane and they don't want to get off the plane. I mean, really? I mean, I'm telling you, man. Oh, this fucking cookie's good, man.
It tastes better with Publix chocolate chips.
No way. Dude, we're going to battle all day long about this Publix. Nope.
I'm going to make you some Game of Thrones cookies next week.
Dun, 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 dun. Probably give me the runs.
Yep. Give you a little Khaleesi.
Well, getting back to Game of Thrones, because we're all over the fucking map here. Game of Thrones is on every night?
Sundays.
Or does it have repeats every night?
Well, you can repeat it on, any of these streaming services. But, yeah, I mean, you can go on, HBO On Demand, any of that stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man. You need to listen. How about this? If you're not going to at least watch Game of Thrones, do me one favor. There's a show on Showtime.
I just fucked my dinner up by eating cookies.
Okay, there's a show on Showtime called Billions. One of the best shows out there. It's got Paul Giamatti. I
like him.
He's awesome in this. And then the other guy, he played in Homeland. I can't remember his name, but he plays this guy, Bobby Axelrod. Axe Cap.
Sounds like a porn actor.
Axe Cap.
That's a hell of a porn name, Bobby Axelrod.
Yeah.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
But anyway, so he plays the billionaire investor guy. Real smart, comes from the South Streets of Boston and stuff.
Ooh.
So, he knows what he's doing, right? And Giamatti plays the good guy. But he's not really a good guy because they're both mentally just trying. It's all power, this and that. Well, the crazy part about the whole show is that Giamatti's wife actually works for Axelrod. That's one of the big twists in the show. Get started on that.
Well, I mean, I think the last time I was ever
do
really
me a solid. At least watch season 1
of what was the name of the show?
Billions.
Is it on Netflix or something?
You can get it on the other.
I think I
streaming
canceled
services.
Netflix. I can't. My son got me paying for Hulu.
Yeah, you can.
He watches the fuck out of this South Park.
Oh man. Can you believe that's been on over 20 years?
It's catching up to The Simpsons.
Simpsons been on what? 30
I don't know
years?
if they still have new episodes.
30 years on this. Yeah, they do.
Didn't the guy die?
Which one?
Who died? One of these comedy cartoon guys. Nobody?
Huh?
The guy who created Simpsons, he didn't die?
Mel Blanc?
No. What's the guy's name? Who started? Charles Schwartz? Not Charles Schwartz.
No, that was Peanuts.
Who does The Simpsons? What's his name?
No, I think they're all still alive, man.
Somebody,
But that's been on 30 years.
somebody died.
Hey, wait, here's a little trivia. Where did The Simpsons start originally? How did that start? The Simpsons.
The name of the town?
Okay.
How did it start?
Yeah, actually, it was a little. It used to be
Looks
a
like
little
upside down, like sock heads.
No, man. Okay, you heard of Tracy Ullman, right? The female comedian Tracy Ullman from over the other side of the pond.
I didn't watch Star Wars.
Oh my God, it's not a Star Wars thing. Anyway, listen. So Tracy Ullman, great comedic person, awesome. But The Simpsons used to play like this little 3-minute clip in between stuff.
Try
how The
Ozark.
Simpsons. So The Simpsons actually been around for over 30 years.
Jesus, you never would have think a freaking show like that would go on and on and on.
One of these days,
But
Bart.
I'll tell you-
One of these days, Bart will get out of fifth grade or whatever he's in.
Here's the only 2 shows I've ever been like a crackhead run into a crack dealer to watch it.
The Love Boat. That's why you like cruising.
Nope. This was it was a show back in the day called Prison Break.
That's a good show.
Love that one. And 24.
24 is a good one.
I used to run home. I mean, wherever I was at, I had to watch it. But I loved Prison Break and 24. But I've never been addicted to any other show.
At least try. I just try to watch Billions the first season. Just try to
Billions.
watch it. Billions. I'm telling
Boardwalk
you.
Empire I tried to watch.
That
but
was good.
That had a lot of sex and porn on that one. Sex
yeah.
stuff. Holy crap, man. But I didn't have HBO or stuff.
Nucky Thompson, right? Nucky Thompson? Or was that the, what's his face played the character on that one? Steve Buscemi.
How about Breaking Bad? Mike chimed in with
Wait,
Breaking
did you-
Bad.
did you never
Cobra
watch-
Kai.
wait.
Cobra Kai season 2 is starting.
See, that's when I heard I got to start watching.
Yes.
I heard I have to start
Sweep the
watching Cobra
leg.
Kai.
But sensei, I'll be disqualified. You got a problem with that? No, sensei.
All right. What about, wait. So you're trying to tell me you never watched Sopranos?
No, I watched it, but I'm not consistent. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I just never got into anything, man. I never got into series other than Prison Break and 24. That's the only 2 seasons I was in.
Susan said Ozark's good.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Oh, wait. Michelle said Matt Groening. I guess he died. Is that right, Michelle?
Well, we got something here coming in about LaRussa. It's did you know that a fact about the original Karate Kid, Johnny I don't have my glasses on. I can't read what he says here. Johnny intentionally blew the fight when LaRusso crane kicked him. I mean,
What?
is that like behind the scenes, or is that? I don't get it, Steve.
Steve.
Matt Groening, is he dead? That's what.
That's why Michelle threw that up there. So I'm not
God, I
sure.
thought one of those guys who
No,
did,
not dead,
No,
she
I
said.
thought. Thanks, Michelle. And had to go peep shopping. Did you go peep shopping today? She went and looked at some peeps.
Sweet. She needs to get the sweet tart.
She was
peeps,
looking
man.
at bathing suits, new bathing suits, because we're going on a cruise in March.
Dude, I'm going on a
March
cruise.
or when? May.
May. I'm going on a cruise in May. May 9th.
Oh, we're going May 3rd.
That would have been fun.
May,
to hang
and
out.
it's a big thing because they're all like, "Oh, May the 4th be with you."
Yes. Star Wars. Yes.
I'm gonna get a shirt made that says "Star Wars blows," and it's gonna have Yoda blowing Darth Vader. I'm gonna have a guy make that shit up.
Actually,
I'm gonna-
Yoda with Jabba the Hutt be kind of interesting.
Yeah, but I'd like to see Yoda blowing Darth Vader because that's going to piss off one of the guys that's going.
Deep.
This
That's
dude
deep.
is so up the ass of Star Wars. I'm telling you right now, he will hate me and never talk to me again if I talk derogatory
They
about.
just pulled the trailer, I think, for Episode 9, right? I think that.
Oh my God, let that shit lie, man.
Dude, it's $1 billion.
I hear they're bringing back Princess Leia. She's dead.
No.
Yeah, I just seen something that
Did she have a heart attack on the last
No,
one?
they have some old clips that they're going to bring her in it. I'm like, come on, man, bring back Tupac in there or something, man.
Biggie Smalls, man.
Yeah, the guy's making more money dead than when he was alive. God bless his soul, man. But yeah, man, let Star Wars lay, man. Come on, it's not.
I want to see them bring back.
Steve
more
says,
Star
finish
Trek.
my topic. What topic was that? The Cobra Kai? He was pissed at Kreese. Kreese.
Kreese?
No, the sensei.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess, was that part of the movie, or did he do it on personal level because he hated him? I don't know. My brother's a big Cobra Kai guy. They watched the new.
I want to watch it. I heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, I got. What is that on Netflix?
YouTube only. It's exclusive.
Oh, YouTube Red.
I think so, maybe.
Yeah, but see, I got one of them streaming boxes, man. I get everything on that thing. Everything. Like this past weekend, I was watching a UFC fight. You know what it cost me? $0.
Well,
Nothing. You listen, man. You can't charge for air.
well, that's what I talked about earlier with the not that this is a great topic, but the porn business, man. I mean, those actors ain't making the money they used to. I mean, who's gonna go to rent a porn movie? The crickets in here, boy.
I don't know, dude. Listen.
Porn. I don't watch porn.
Producer Jesse and I were like, listen, we're married men, not together. I mean, we each have wives.
Yeah, but when they're not around, you're not married, and there's just passes the time. I mean, it's always good to look at.
Dude, I'm working too much to think about that.
Wow. But I'm just saying, though. I mean, let's realistically, though. Who the hell would go? Those days are over, man, of going to I can't even imagine. I mean, if you watch a documentary on this porn business stuff.
Oh, Steve said it's on YouTube Premium. Cobra Kai.
I guess you got to pay for that, Steve?
Yeah, if he wants to. I'm not.
Or is a 5-day trial?
Oh, yeah, you can watch 5 episodes.
Listen, man, you ever get home and like you're just like one of the reasons why I was not here last week, I was sick, man. Everything was just coming out of both ends. It was a mess, man. But you know what I did? I caught up on like 10 episodes of one of my favorite shows.
Hey now. What would you have, the flu?
Yeah, dude, it was like a 24-hour bug or something. I don't know. I just felt awful. Maybe I drank too much the night before.
You didn't take any medicine. Let that shit come out, man.
Dude,
I
don't
ever try to plug it up.
I am not a medicine guy. I get sick once a year, maybe once every 2 years. It's a quick little thing, and I'm done. I don't take medicine. I take my vitamins.
$16 a month.
$16 a month. That's 4 lattes.
Hey, Steve, I'll come to your house and watch it.
Yeah, watch parties at Steve's house. There you go.
I know.
We could all bring over snacks and stuff.
Well, we're coming towards the end here. We're going to get
Already?
some final thoughts. Yeah, man. Shit, time flies, man. I'm telling you. I don't even think we got to everything we wanted to talk about, man.
No, man, we didn't.
Real quick, the traffic in our area sucks. I just wanted to bring that up. It sucks.
Oh, it's going to get worse.
You go from, I'm telling you, I got off 95. I went the light at 95, turned off 95, got another light right there. Went to the next light, green, went to red. It's like, fucking Vieira, get your shit together, man.
Listen, man, my buddy Kevin knows me well. Medicinal scotch. He knows. He knows how I cure my cold.
Who's that?
My buddy Kevin from Castleberry. Listen,
well,
that
I hope
is
you
my,
don't mind
listen,
curse words because I'm.
Listen, now Kevin, heck no, man. That guy's a Second Amendment loving.
God bless you, man. God bless America.
Listen, but Kevin, that guy, he saved my life years ago. We'll go into another time on another thing. But listen, man, that guy, he is my brother from another mother, no doubt.
Any final thoughts, Jess? Sort of like the Jerry Springer show.
Producer Jesse, any final thoughts, brother? No, for me, you know what? Me personally, listen, man, it's going to be a great week. I'm looking forward to coming back. I'm sorry I missed last week. Shame on me.
Yeah.
But next Monday is going to be a good one.
I think I'll be around. I'll be around in town. So tomorrow I'm going to Tampa. We're going to do some
Unless
gambling.
you're on the Love Boat.
We're going to do some gambling. Thank you to the Space Coast Podcast for the Modelo Negro. It was a very tasty beer. I mean, I don't drink beer, but I actually drank the whole thing, mixed it with some chocolate chip cookies.
And thank you for the cookies.
Cookies.
Man. They were good.
I got coffee, I got water, and I got beer and cookies. So I want to thank everybody that tuned in. My show will be on again next week. I put my hater blockers on. Jesse, thank you again. Still don't have a fucking trash can in here. Producer Jesse, yeah.
Give him the respect he deserves.
Shout out to Doug Monda. I know you're out there. I don't know where you're at, but you're out there somewhere. I want to say, hey, bud, hope you're doing well. And Karen, hello to all my fans. And if you would, like and share, spread the wealth. I appreciate it because it keeps me motivated. So we'll see you next Monday. And thank you again for watching my podcast live if you watched it live.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Be a good American, man. Support our country. No matter who's in charge. Support your goddamn country. Love it.